I'm from Louisiana, one of the most rural areas of the United States. And in that area, I was so far out in the woods that my family's home was homestead exempt, which means we didn't have to pay taxes. Also, it meant there were no people around. Yeah, so I spent a lot of time out in the forest and fields there. And eventually I found solace, which continues through to today. Let's talk about it. For me, formal meditation is a constant. That's why I decided to become a Zen monk, to make it the center of my life. It has to go deep enough to have a lasting effect. Here in Korea, we do 3-month retreats twice a year. You would think that over the course of 3 months, you would reach something, but we spend our whole lives building the wall of self. Meditation is hardly capable of dismantling it. Let's go for a walk, shall we? My first experience of deep meditation was a dramatic change. Right away, I changed. Something in me shifted. I described it in the Zen Revolution like there was a perception I had of the world as if I was witnessing a great work of art, like an oil painting. All the suffering and turmoil became something remarkably beautiful, the noise of life. And from that moment on, I entered into a very peaceful accord with life. The competitiveness, antagonism, all those things just melted away. And I also noticed as I began to live in this new space that if I was busy or stressed, then it was like a tide going out. The samadhi, the peace, the blissful state would recede. But as soon as the stress or the busyness receded, then the tide would come back in. So I began to trust it. And yeah, it's been 15 years now since that change, and it's a constant. That samadhi, that beautiful peace, is always there. Very dependable. Maybe that's why I see this observer consciousness now as being so important to develop. Because that's basically what it is. Or that's what it sprang from, as far as I understand it. And it's something that happens naturally if you're in the wilderness. It almost by itself comes to the forefront. I'm sure that's why when I was a little boy wandering the fields in Louisiana, that I found peace. I had no idea that this would be a lifelong endeavor, but I'm very happy that I started young. I think it's crucial, really, to give it a long span of time. It's like growing a new limb. It just takes forever to develop. Oh, the crows are here. And until that new area of your mind is developed, then it can't happen. You can't transfer or transcend anything. It's impossible. You have to build the foundation first. Early on, I remember having these moments of brilliance that just, like the light just shining through, that penetrated through my terrible prison walls and gave me hope. And, well, not hope, and it's not faith either, because you understand that this is something amazing that you're uncovering. It's proof, that there is more than just living like an animal. Well, I have to speak for myself. So this constant work of meditation, and there's something more. It seems like if you really want to succeed and unravel all of this, then there's something more. People are missing something very important because nobody can do it. They spend their whole lives at this and they just can't find the way through. So the thing is to develop everything and have that pathway available, and then one day you'll decide to take it. I explained this to somebody, well, you know, it's like if you want to play the drums, right? You're going to have to sell your soul to the devil. I mean, that's the deal. You're going to have to sign that paper one day. One day you'll agree to it. Yeah, if you want to make that transition out of the prison, then you're going to have to sign that document. And one day you will. And that's what it takes. You have to be ready to sign that document, which is your life, your very soul. 안녕하세요.